The Museum of Alexandria, a grand temple to the Muses, Greek goddesses of the arts, was set up by Ptolemy I. It was part of the palace complex and was likely joined to the Library of Alexandria. Together, the museum and the library served as a centre for learning in the Greek and Egyptian worlds, earning the Ptolemaic dynasty great renown, to such an extent that the Attalids, in Pergamum, created their own library in competition. Ancient sources record somewhere between 40,000 and 700,000 scrolls, which Aulus Gellius records in his Attic Nights.
The museum attracted large numbers of scholars from around the world, probably based on the Lyceum of Aristotle in Athens, who had been the tutor to Alexander the Great. This created a further link between Ptolemy and the great general himself. This connection to Athens was an attempt by Ptolemy to establish a sense of Greekness and to compete to be the cultural leaders in the Greek world.
The museum served as a bastion of Greek cultural identity in Egypt, holding definitive copies of great Greek texts such as Homer, Hesiod, and Pindar, which they edited into authoritative copies. They would also obtain any text that came into Alexandria by force if necessary, and had the originals of Greek dramas sent over for copying, but stole the originals and sent back the copies. By controlling them both physically and in what they said, the Ptolemies sought to exert their control over the Greek world and its cultural identity. Now not just Athenian, Iolian, or Theban, but as part of one Greek cultural and literary identity, creating a sense of unity in the Hellenistic world.
However, and unfortunately, it was eventually destroyed. It is uncertain who did the deed, but there are a few possible suspects. Caesar possibly burnt down some of the books in 48 BCE, but not the main library itself. Christians likely burnt down the Serapeum, an overflow, under the orders of Theodosius I in 391 CE. The main library was possibly lost, however, during Aurelian's recapture of Alexandria in 272 CE, after it was seized by the Palmyrene Empire.
And that is how the museum and the Library of Alexandria and much of its great plethora of knowledge was lost to history.